The harvest season in American agricultural regions is indeed remarkable, showcasing the incredible variety and abundance of produce. Right now, machines are in full swing, gathering millions of tons of crops from the 2024 season. Starting with garlic, it's a fascinating crop due to its stable market demand and the relative ease of cultivation on a large scale. Garlic thrives in nutrient-rich, well-drained soil and is quite resilient, able to endure colder winter temperatures while also requiring warmer conditions for optimal growth. This adaptability makes it a popular choice among farmers, contributing to its success across various regions. As we watch the harvest, we can appreciate not only the technology and machinery that streamline the process, but also the hard work and dedication of the farmers who bring these crops to fruition. To vibrant fields filled with rich produce, from garlic to a plethora of other crops, truly highlight the agricultural bounty of America during this dynamic season. Garlic thrives in temperatures ranging from 20 to 38 degrees Celsius, making it particularly well-suited for temperate climates. California and Texas are among the leading producers of garlic in the United States, benefiting from the ideal growing conditions in these regions. As garlic plants develop into small bulbs about a month before full maturity, some farmers take advantage of this stage by harvesting young garlic, which is considered a seasonal delicacy. The formation of garlic bulbs is closely tied to day length. When plants receive about 12 hours of sunlight per day, it triggers the bulbing process. Typically, garlic varieties require about 9 to 10 months to fully mature, but there are shorter season varieties that can be harvested in just 5 to 6 months. This flexibility allows farmers to cater to different markets and growing conditions, ensuring a steady supply of this beloved crop throughout the year. The dedication of farmers and the varied growing practices contribute to the rich flavors and textures of garlic enjoyed by many. The garlic harvest season typically runs from late June to August. Farmers begin harvesting when the tops of the plants start to turn yellow and fall over, signaling that the bulbs are nearing maturity but should be harvested before they completely dry out. After the tops turn brown, farmers often leave the bulbs in the ground for a few additional weeks to ensure maximum size and flavor. By mid-June, they dig up the bulbs, timing it perfectly for optimal harvest conditions. For large-scale garlic harvesting, farmers typically use specialized equipment, such as mechanical harvesters, which can efficiently uproot and collect the bulbs while minimizing damage. This equipment helps streamline the process, allowing farmers to handle the significant volumes produced and ensuring that the garlic is ready for market promptly. The combination of traditional techniques and modern machinery plays a crucial role in successful garlic farming. During the harvest process, mechanized harvesters play a vital role in efficiency. A specialized shaker plate shakes the garlic bulbs to dislodge the soil, making it easier to clean them before trimming the stems. After this, a conveyor belt transports the garlic bulbs to the harvester's storage bin. Farmers often allow the garlic to dry completely in the field, which simplifies the harvesting process and enhances the storability of the bulbs. Once the roots and outer layers have dried, farmers don't need to wash the garlic. Instead, they can simply trim the stems and prepare the bulbs for packaging or storage. This method not only saves time, but also helps maintain the quality and flavor of the garlic, ensuring it remains in good condition for the market. After harvesting, farmers cut the roots and clean off any remaining dirt from the garlic bulbs. They typically store garlic as whole bulbs in a cool, dark place, with the ideal temperature being around 13 to 14 degrees Celsius. This storage method helps maintain the quality and extends the shelf life of the garlic. Shifting focus to watermelons, they are grown in more than 30 states across the U.S., with the harvest season starting on the East Coast and extending west and north for several months. The high season for watermelons varies slightly by region, but generally, they are at their best from May to September. The harvest time for watermelons ranges from 100 to 120 days after planting, depending on the variety and growing conditions. Farmers carefully monitor the fruit as it ripens, looking for signs of maturity such as the color of the rind and the dryness of the tendril attached to the fruit. This attention ensures that the watermelons are harvested at their peak sweetness and juiciness, ready to delight consumers during the hot summer months. Florida, Georgia, and California are indeed the top watermelon producing states in the U.S., collectively harvesting around 2.9 billion pounds of watermelon each year. The signs of ripeness are crucial for ensuring that the watermelons are at their best when harvested. When the skin of a watermelon begins to brighten and the white spots on the surface turn yellow, it's an indicator that the fruit is maturing. Additionally, when you tap a watermelon and hear a loud sound, it's often a sign that the melon is ripe and has become lighter. The leaves drying out is another cue that it's time to harvest. Watermelons are typically cut manually using sharp tools, and the cutters must be very careful to avoid damaging the fruit to prevent skin scratches and potential rot. Harvesting usually takes place only in dry conditions to minimize moisture and ensure the melons remain in good condition after being picked. This meticulous approach helps maintain the quality and freshness that consumers expect from this beloved summer fruit. After harvesting, farmers turn the watermelon's bottom side down to prevent sunburn, which can damage the fruit. Most watermelon fields are typically picked twice during the season, with each plant yielding 2 to 3 fruits on average. A group of workers cuts the watermelons from the vines, flipping them over to signal they're ready for transport. Another team of workers then collects the cut watermelons and forms a transport line, carefully loading them onto trucks. To ensure safe transport, farmers take extra care by placing the watermelons in trucks lined with soft fabric, hay, or straw at the bottom. This cushioning helps protect the melons from bruising. Farmers also control the temperature during transport, maintaining it between 10 to 16 degrees Celsius. This temperature range is crucial for preserving the quality of the watermelons and extending their shelf life, ensuring they arrive at storage facilities and ultimately at markets in the best possible condition for consumers. Sugar cane primarily grows in Texas, Louisiana, and Florida, with Florida being the largest producer, contributing about 50% of the cane sugar produced in the U.S. This state accounts for around 20% of the total sugar consumed nationwide. The Florida sugar industry has a significant economic impact, generating over $800 million annually and contributing over $1 billion to the economy. Mature sugar cane plants can grow up to 10 feet tall. To harvest sugar cane efficiently, farmers rely on mechanized machines during the harvest season, which typically runs from September to January. These mechanical harvesters have dramatically reduced the average harvesting time from around 32 hours to just 6 to 12 hours, significantly increasing efficiency and yield. This improvement not only enhances productivity, but also boosts profits for farmers. In addition to mechanical harvesting, farmers often manage their fields meticulously to optimize growth and maximize the quality of the sugar cane, ensuring they can meet the high demand for sugar both domestically and internationally. Farmers typically harvest a sugar cane crop every 3 to 5 years. Southern Louisiana, with its average annual rainfall of 68 inches, presents challenging conditions for harvesting, but sugar cane harvesting proceeds rain or shine. The fields often become muddy, which is why harvesters are mounted on tracks rather than wheels, as wheels can easily get stuck in the muck. As the harvester moves through the sugar cane beds, it cuts the stalks and uses rotating arms to separate the leaves from the stems. The cane stalks are then transported through cutters that chop them into smaller pieces, making them easier to handle. Once the harvest carts are filled with the cut cane, they are transferred to trucks for transportation. In the process, the sugar cane leaves are pushed aside or collected for further use, often as biomass for energy or other agricultural applications. This method of harvesting not only maximizes efficiency, but also minimizes waste, contributing to a more sustainable sugarcane industry. The sugarcane leaves that are pushed back into the field serve as a natural fertilizer, enriching the soil for future crops. Sugarcane harvesters are remarkably efficient, capable of cutting up to 60 tons of cane per hour. Advances in agricultural technology have significantly boosted the scale and productivity of the sugarcane industry, with U.S. sugarcane production in 2024 estimated to reach around 3.69 million tons. In addition to sugarcane, cherry production in the U.S. also plays a vital role, with an annual harvest of around 245,000 tons. The cherry harvest season typically lasts from May to July, and timing is crucial. Cherries need to be picked promptly when they are round, dark red, and smooth. Farmers focus on picking ripe cherries carefully, usually selecting one branch at a time to ensure even harvesting. They continue this process tree by tree until all the cherry fields are clear. Once a bag is full, the farmer pours the cherries into a bin, ensuring minimal damage to the fruit. Although cherry picking is relatively straightforward, it requires a gentle touch to avoid bruising the delicate cherries. Typically, farms in the US employ around 80 to 120 workers for the cherry harvest, highlighting the labor-intensive nature of this seasonal endeavor. The collaboration among workers and attention to detail are key factors in ensuring a successful and high-quality cherry crop. Harvesting cherries typically takes about a month, with workers starting as early as 5 a.m. to avoid the heat of the day. They place the harvested cherries into large bins that can hold up to 350 pounds of fruit. In a single day, they can fill around 200 barrels, demonstrating the intensity of the harvest. Water cooling is a crucial step in preserving the quality of the cherries. Processing facilities use hydrogen soaked in cold water to quickly lower the internal temperature of the cherries. This cooling process is vital because if cherries are not kept cold, they can lose their firmness and overall quality rapidly. In addition to cherries, the United States is one of the world's largest producers of blueberries, averaging around 700 million pounds of production each year. Blueberries thrive in various climates and are grown in over 26 states commercially. Farmers can plant blueberries in the spring or late fall, making them versatile for different growing conditions. Blueberry season can begin as early as March and typically lasts until May, with blueberry production acreage in the US expanding significantly. Commercial blueberry growers increasingly rely on mechanical harvesters to efficiently pick blueberries for the fresh national market. Before utilizing harvesters, farmers need to implement careful planning, particularly regarding the configuration of their blueberry plants. Given that blueberry plants have a narrow canopy, this design helps minimize losses during harvest. Farmers generally ensure that the distance between rows is at least 9 to 10 feet, and there should be a minimum of 30 feet of clearance at the end of each row. This spacing allows harvesting equipment to maneuver and rotate easily, maximizing efficiency. Southwest Georgia farms were among the pioneers adopting new blueberry harvesting technology from the Netherlands. The most common type of mechanical harvester used in these operations is the Enturo harvester. This machine is popular for its ability to effectively collect blueberries while minimizing damage to the plants and the fruit, making it an invaluable asset for modern blueberry farming. The combination of thoughtful plant configuration and advanced harvesting technology helps ensure a successful and productive blueberry season. The Enturo harvester is highly effective in harvesting blueberries, achieving rates of over 98% for ripe fruit. While it maximizes fruit yield, it's crucial to handle the blueberries gently to prevent damage. This method of harvesting also significantly reduces labor costs, making it a smart choice for modern farmers. Farmers today have access to a wide range of equipment designed to meet the diverse needs of agricultural activities. From plows and lawnmowers to specialized harvesters, these tools support both livestock farmers and large-scale, industrial farming operations. Now, let's take a closer look at some of this heavy machinery in the fields. The plow, typically operated by a tractor, plays a vital role in soil preparation. It breaks up hard soil to a depth of 6 to 16 centimeters by cutting, lifting, and reversing the blade. Plows come in various types and sizes, allowing farmers to choose the right tool for their specific soil conditions and crop needs. Using a plow helps improve soil aeration and drainage, which is essential for healthy crop growth. By effectively preparing the land, farmers set the stage for successful planting and harvesting seasons. This careful attention to equipment and soil management is a key component of modern agriculture. Different types of plow blades are designed for specific tillage practices and soil types. These blades are effective in breaking up soil clumps, creating a flatter and cleaner surface. By turning over the soil, they also loosen it, making seeding much easier and providing essential space and nutrients for new plants. Typically, plowing occurs at the end of the harvesting process. This technique helps remove weeds and remnants of the previous crop, preventing them from affecting the growth of new plants. By softening the soil, farmers gradually prepare it for the next crop cycle. Plowing is one of the most critical soil management practices in agriculture. Newly established fields can often be impermeable and lacking in oxygen, which is detrimental to plant growth. Plowing increases soil porosity, facilitating the circulation of water, oxygen, and other organic matter elements vital for healthy plant development. Additionally, this practice reduces the activity of parasitic organisms that can hinder crop growth. These benefits can be achieved without significantly increasing fuel costs or causing major environmental impacts. Conventional plowing typically doesn't exceed a depth of 20 centimeters, while deep plows can reach much greater depths, allowing for improved soil structure and enhanced root development. By investing in proper plowing techniques and equipment, farmers can significantly enhance soil health and productivity for future crops. Greater than 50 centimeters, deep plowing significantly alters soil structure and drainage, while restoring the ideal soil conditions necessary for plant growth. By turning the soil over, the plow creates new surface space for planting, where previously there may have been none. This process not only facilitates the birth and growth of new plants, but also allows them to establish suitable root systems. Deep plowing is particularly effective in managing perennial weeds, often providing better control than shallow plowing. This practice can be crucial for maintaining crop health and optimizing yields. Grasslands harvested per hectare are a vital resource, providing at least 85% of profits for many farms, and they represent one of the most cost-effective forms of feed. To maintain and harvest abundant grass during the spring and summer, farmers have developed various machines that ensure high productivity and quality green forage. Farmers can utilize simple bar mowers that employ a reciprocating knife mechanism to cut grass. Alternatively, rotary mowers, which use rotating blades, are also popular due to their efficiency and ability to handle thicker grass and tougher vegetation. Both types of mowers are essential tools for managing grasslands, enabling farmers to maximize forage production while maintaining soil health and supporting sustainable farming practices. And rotating discs to harvest grass quickly and efficiently. After cutting, the grass is collected on trucks and transported to the farm to meet the fresh food needs of livestock during the summer months. Grass grows vigorously in warm, dry weather, which is the ideal time for harvesting. Farmers may leave the grass in the field for several hours to allow it to wither slightly, reducing its humidity. Once the grass has dried adequately, it is gathered and piled in the farmyard. Specialized machines compress the grass tightly to remove as much air as possible or roll it into large bales. Regardless of the method, the fresh grass is then covered with a plastic sheet and sealed to minimize oxygen exposure. Over the course of several months, fermentation occurs, facilitated by bacteria in the grass. Harvested grass can also be dried directly in the field. After a few days, farmers return with hay harvesters to bale the hay. They can collect and stack the bales using just one tractor, which helps minimize the pressure on the fields from heavy machinery. When it comes to grape harvesting, the approach is different due to the delicate nature of the fruit. Grapes are easily damaged by heavy machinery, so commercial harvesters often employ gentler methods. Most use roller systems that effectively handle the grapes without causing bruising, ensuring that the fruit remains in optimal condition for processing and sale. This combination of careful harvesting techniques and efficient machinery is essential for maintaining the quality of both grass and grapes in modern agriculture. Machines, ensuring everything is functioning properly to prevent damage to the fruit. Mechanical harvesters often utilize stem vibrators or specialized beaters to dislodge grapes from the vine. These machines employ a flexible horizontal twin bar that shakes the tree canopy, causing the grapes to fall off. In some regions, mechanical harvesting can reduce labor costs by up to 75%. The machines move through the vineyard, vibrating the vines so that the grapes fall onto a conveyor belt. Once collected, any impurities are removed through a series of screens and networks. The harvested grapes are then quickly loaded onto trucks for transport to processing facilities. This method is primarily used for wine grapes. It's estimated that a mechanical harvester can pick a hectare in about 5 hours, compared to manual labor, which can take anywhere from 1 to 10 days to cover the same area. Additionally, harvesters can operate 24 hours a day, making them especially useful for large vineyards situated on flat land. Mechanical harvesting has the added benefit of cooling the grapes more quickly and hand-picking. Many machines are equipped with lights, allowing farmers to harvest at night, which helps reduce the overall harvest time, especially during peak periods. Timely harvesting is crucial, as leaving grapes on the vine for too long can lead to spoilage. Harvested before operating the machine, farmers must ensure it has enough fuel, that all lights are functioning, the tire pressure is adequate, and that the brakes are in good working order. They also check for any hydraulic leaks and make necessary repairs to keep the machinery running smoothly. Similar to grape harvesting, peanut harvesting is also streamlined through mechanization. Peanut harvesters significantly reduce labor costs and the time needed for what traditionally could take days or even weeks of manual labor, allowing it to be completed in just a few hours. However, there are specific requirements when it comes to adjusting soil parameters, especially in wet soil areas where mechanized operations may encounter higher resistance and increased power consumption. To begin the harvesting process, farmers use a peanut digger, which is equipped with a blade that cuts the roots from the lower part of the plants. The rotating spikes of the machine dig into the soil, inverting the plants so that the peanuts are lined up on the ground with their pods facing sideways. After digging, peanuts can be left in the field for a few days to dry. Once the moisture content drops to about 10%, it's time to collect them. A combine harvester then passes through, quickly gathering the peanuts from the field. This efficient harvesting method not only saves time, but also helps maintain the quality of the peanuts, making it an essential practice in modern agriculture. The surface unagitated. Once the cranberries are floating, the harvesters can easily collect them. These machines work by using a series of paddles and rollers to gather the berries, which prevents them from sinking back into the soil and minimizes damage. The vibrating screen on the harvester helps remove impurities as soon as the peanuts are collected, ensuring that the harvested peanuts are clean and ready for processing. The combine seamlessly integrates digging, lifting, and reversing operations, achieving an impressive peanut picking rate of up to 98% while maintaining a breakage rate of less than 1%. This efficiency significantly reduces labor costs and enhances overall productivity. In addition to traditional land harvesting, heavy machinery also excels in underwater environments, exemplified by cranberry harvesters. These machines play a crucial role in boosting output and scaling production within the $200 million per year cranberry industry. The majority of the world's cranberries are cultivated in northeastern North America, particularly in the marshy areas of Massachusetts and New Jersey. Cranberry harvest season typically runs from late September to late October. To protect the crops from frost, farmers flood the fields with water, raising the water level to around 18 inches. During harvesting, water reels, also known as egg beaters, are employed to stir the water, effectively separating the cranberries from their stems. Each cranberry has a small air pocket, allowing it to float to the surface when agitated, making it easier for harvesters to collect them. Americans consume about 400 million pounds of cranberries annually, and the harvesting process is quite unique. The harvester drives through the furrows, stirring the water and helping to separate the fruit from the stems. It operates gently, thanks to its balloon tires, which prevent damage to the cranberry bushes. This stage of harvesting is the most labor-intensive. Once the cranberries are floating on the surface, they are pushed toward a collection point using a crane. Workers then gather the small red berries around a pump, which sucks them up for transport. After being collected, the cranberries are loaded into waiting trucks and transported to processing facilities. There, they undergo processing and packaging, ensuring they are ready for consumers. This efficient harvesting method, combined with the use of specialized equipment, allows farmers to meet the significant demand for cranberries while maintaining the quality of the fruit.